Everything you thought you knew about AI is wrong. Meta just announced plans to track every keystroke of its employees, and that's only the beginning. Across Wall Street, AI-driven job cuts are beginning to make headlines, and governments are silently expanding mass surveillance with the help of AI tech. Is artificial intelligence spiraling out of control? We're going to break down the latest developments and reveal what they mean for your future. For years, we've been hearing about the amazing possibilities of AI. Self-driving cars, personalized medicine, robots that can perform complex tasks. The hype has been relentless. And to be fair, there have been some genuine breakthroughs. But behind the shiny facade of innovation lies a darker, less discussed reality. A reality where our data is being harvested and weaponized, where jobs are vanishing at an alarming rate, and where the very notion of privacy is under threat. But before I tell you that, you need to understand something. AI's current trajectory favors centralization of power and wealth like never before. Control over AI models translates almost immediately into economic and political leverage. It's not about some sci-fi future. It's happening right now, affecting your job prospects, your privacy, and even the information you consume. This isn't just about robots taking over. It's about power consolidating in the hands of a few, using AI as the ultimate tool. Let's start with Meta. Reports have emerged that the company is now tracking employee keystrokes and mouse movements to train its AI models. Think about that for a second. Your every click, every tap, every interaction with your computer is being recorded and analyzed. It's not just about monitoring productivity, it's about extracting raw behavioral data for AI training. Meta claims this data is anonymized, but is that really enough to protect your privacy? Are companies truly able to maintain anonymity at that scale when training complex machine learning models? It seems like a pretty hard sell, right? It's data scientists versus privacy engineers. Guess who has all the money? And Meta is not alone in collecting data for AI training purposes. Most large tech companies are doing something similar, albeit perhaps less overtly. Ever wonder why that random app you downloaded asked for access to your microphone? Data. It's all about the data. What happens when this data is misused or falls into the wrong hands? Imagine that sensitive medical data collected during a telehealth appointment being leaked online, or that your private browsing history being used to influence your political opinions. It's a chilling thought, the extent to which our digital lives are exposed and vulnerable. But that's not even the wildest part. Because the same week we learned about Meta's new surveillance practices, we also saw further evidence that AI is poised to eliminate millions of jobs, beginning on Wall Street. Major financial institutions are quietly replacing analysts and traders with AI-powered systems. It's happening now, and the pace is only going to accelerate. And here's the crucial question: what happens to all those displaced workers? Where do they go? What new skills are they supposed to acquire, practically overnight? There's this idea that everyone will just become a prompt engineer. But let's be real. Prompt engineering is not going to replace the millions of jobs that will be lost. Nobody seems to have a good answer. The claim is always the same. AI will create new jobs. It's progress to which we must adapt. But what new jobs, and who will train the millions of displaced workers? AI advancements might lead to overall economic benefits, but the job displacement that comes along with it is a huge problem that needs addressing. Now here's the question nobody is asking. What obligations, if any, do these tech companies have to the people whose jobs they're automating away? Should there be a sort of AI tax to fund retraining programs or universal basic income? These questions are being avoided, but they're not going away. The US government, too, is increasingly reliant on AI, and not just for defense or intelligence purposes. A recent report revealed that the government is using AI to ramp up mass surveillance capabilities, working with data brokers to collect information on millions of Americans. Your apps, your devices, your online activity, it's all being fed into the AI machine. Data brokers buy and resell your data to almost anyone who wants it. And government agencies are among their biggest clients. Think about the implications of this. The government can track your movements, monitor your communications, and even predict your behavior without you even knowing it. All this data is used to build profiles, predict behavior, and ultimately, to control the population. This represents a monumental shift in the balance of power between government and citizen. It is a move towards authoritarian control that has been happening gradually, almost invisibly. It's been happening so slowly that you probably barely noticed, that is, until it's too late. I want you to take note of that. The question isn't whether governments will use AI for surveillance, but how far can they go? It's also important to point out that even the companies developing AI are struggling to fully understand it, let alone control it. News broke that an unauthorized group had reportedly gained access to Anthropic's cyber tool Mythos, raising serious questions about security. Anthropic maintains that there's no evidence of system compromise, but the incident underscores the inherent risks of a technology as complex and powerful as AI. Imagine a scenario where a malicious actor uses AI to manipulate financial markets. Or even worse, what if AI is used to launch autonomous cyber attacks? What will happen when AI is used to mount attacks or to steal information from companies? When AI actively works against people, how can we defend ourselves? The security implications are staggering. This is basically the Wild West of technology, totally unregulated. The implications of all this are profound. We are sleepwalking into a future where AI is used to control, manipulate, and exploit us. Where our jobs are replaced by machines, our privacy is eroded, and our freedoms are curtailed. Think about it this way. Even OpenAI is starting to look worried about the exponentially increasing power and reach of the technology. In a recent interview, Sam Altman noted the need for greater collaboration between research labs, government, and industry. He said AI should require a large level of democratic input, far more than necessary for current technologies. And let's not forget Tim Cook stepping down after a 15-year legacy at Apple. What challenges await the tech giant's new chief? It's not just about launching the next iPhone, it's about navigating the complex ethical and societal implications of AI. These are watershed moments that change the landscape of innovation forever. It makes you wonder if even they know where the technology is headed, or if they're just along for the wild ride. And if we don't wake up soon, it may be too late. Now here's where it gets genuinely alarming. Because all this is happening at breakneck speed, and governments are finding it extremely difficult to keep pace. The policy frameworks needed to regulate AI simply aren't there yet. It's like trying to build a plane while you're already flying it. So, what does this actually mean for you? This means we are in uncharted territory with no clear rules of the road. Be careful what you click on. Be aware of the data you're sharing. The decisions we make now will shape the future of AI. So, what can we do? The first step is to educate ourselves and others about the risks of AI. Learn about data privacy, job displacement, and government surveillance. Start by diversifying your skill set. Focus on things that AI can't easily replicate. Develop your creativity, your critical thinking, and your emotional intelligence. These are the skills that will be most valuable in the age of AI. Secondly, demand transparency and accountability from tech companies and governments. Call out unethical practices and advocate for sensible regulations. Support organizations that are fighting for digital rights and privacy. Write to your elected officials and let them know that you care about AI regulation. And most importantly, start thinking critically about the role of AI in our lives. Don't blindly accept the hype. Don't assume that technology is always good or always inevitable. Question everything. Challenge the narratives being pushed by tech companies. It's up to us to shape the future of AI. Do you think we're up to the task? It's not going to be easy. It will require a concerted effort from all of us. But the future of our society depends on it. What do you plan to do, practically, to defend yourself? Knowing isn't half the battle, it's the whole battle. Let's discuss. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Subscribe for more insightful content and stay informed about the rapidly evolving landscape of AI as we prepare together for the future. We need to work together to ensure that AI is used for the benefit of humanity, not for its control or exploitation.